Here I present to you a beautifully uplifting solo instrumental guitar arrangement I crafted of a famous piece written by the brilliant classical romantic era composer Franz Schubert. It's commonly known as Ave Maria. It wasn't originally called Ave Maria. He called it something else, a German name. And the lyrics were later added. Ave Maria means Hail Mary in Latin, as in Ave Maria gratia plena, Hail Mary full of grace. And you've probably heard it at weddings, funerals, religious Christmas events, and it has appeared in many, many movies and TV shows. Movies such as Fantasia, Young Frankenstein, Prizzi's Honor, A Bronx Tale, Machete, even The Hangover 3. And TV shows like Northern Exposure, The West Wing, Boardwalk Empire, 6 Feet Under, Teen Wolf, American Horror Story, Glee, and countless others. You know, it's free because it's public domain, so they can use it. And it's very recognizable. My arrangement is done like minstrel style, which is kind of like a picture a Renaissance guy, you know, like a Renaissance fair walking around with a lute, tremolo picking the melody. Tremolo picking means fast alternate picking on the same note. And with chords, you're strumming a few chords and letting them ring while tremolo picking the melody. And I'm going to show you the first half of the piece. I just didn't have room in the magazine to include the whole thing. I'll show you the second part in the next segment. But I start off with slow triplet arpeggios, which is the way the original arrangement, it's set for an operatic soprano and with a piano accompaniment. And the original is in B flat. I took it down a half step to the more guitar-friendly key of A. And here it goes. Okay, so we're starting off with an arpeggiated A major chord. I'm using this grip here. And slow triplets, you know, establish that serene, soft feel. And then switch to this shape. A7. And then D over A, keeping that low A string ringing, D minor over A. Inversions of A again, switch to this rock A fingering. And then the same one I started off with. Okay, so that's your 5-bar intro. You can go down, 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 up, down, down on each one, okay? And then for the tremolo picked A section, beginning in bar 6, I take this A shape, start tremolo picking the top note, and then F sharp minor 6, a beautiful chord, huh? A over E, and make sure you get that grip before you start. E13, F sharp minor. You're gonna have to let go of chords along the way as you're playing, you know, to follow the melody note. B minor over D, E7 sus4, resolving to A. Now you notice the melody note switched over to the B string there, so you gotta kind of adjust your pick hand posture there. And then coming up to bar 11. It's a beautiful chord, C sharp augmented, F sharp minor, add 9. D sharp minor 7 flat 5, resolving to G sharp 7. Now here's where you gotta kind of let go of the chords. G sharp diminished 7, F diminished 7. Okay, so obviously you can't hold a chord while you're doing that. If you put enough concert hall reverb on there, it's gonna sound, it's gonna create a nice bed and it won't sound so naked. Resolving F sharp minor, bar 14, F sharp minor 6 again. I kind of slid up to that C sharp note. E over G sharp. Now F sharp over C sharp. And notice I'm muting the A string. So I can strum over it. You don't want to hear that open A note, that would ruin it. Way up here to F sharp 7 over C sharp. And then you got to get to this, E over B. Resolving to B. B7. Okay, that's the first half. A little word about tremolo picking. For those of you unfamiliar with the term, it means just repeatedly picking the same note using fast alternate, down up picking. And it's employed by guitarists and mandolin players and also, I guess, ukulele, bouzouki, balalaika players to emulate the held sustained notes of the human voice, or an instrument such as a violin or flute or trumpet. And it can be very expressive. You can get louder, you can get softer. Get quieter, right? So it's almost like you're swelling, like you have the same kind of control that you do when you're singing. And I find it's helpful to slant the pick, attack it at, say, like a 45-degree angle, slicing into the string. Take little pauses. The main thing is, first you want to get the chord shapes down. So I suggest playing it, I'm using a clean electric guitar, neck pickup sound, kind of gives you that full range acoustic sound, tone all the way up on 10. And practice playing it without the tremolo picking, right? Just go. Kind of sounds like a chord melody, like jazz style, but with more classical type harmony. One big challenge there is when you're changing some of these chords not to accidentally hit an open string like oops, or that. That would kind of really mar your performance, right? Especially coming into this E over G sharp, F sharp over C sharp. So it's subtle. You couldn't really see what I'm doing, but I was carefully muting the low strings. You don't want to, that's really gonna ruin it, so. Okay, so practice like that without the tremolo picking, then add the tremolo picking. And next segment I will show you the dramatic conclusion to the piece.